May profits be upon you. Welcome to another weekly market forecast. We're looking at the NASDAQ 100. All right, we're looking at the NASDAQ 100. I'm looking at the NASDAQ futures. All right, and just basically the exact same thing. Let's take a look at the weekly time frame here. Now, what you can see, which is plain to see, is that we have been in an uptrend, and it is beautiful. All right, a beautiful uptrend. All right, but over the last couple of weeks, it's been down. Look at that. We got a pullback. Don't call it a pullback. Anyway, what I want you to see is that price went from the all-time high. We have 1, 2, 3 weeks of bearishness, right? And what was that for? The goal of that bearishness was to take this liquidity, this sell side liquidity, hello, I just hit it, all right, down here, all right, took that sell side liquidity here and pushed up higher. Look at last week. Look how strong last week was, all right. This is in sharp contrast to the US dollar, all right. The US dollar actually did the exact opposite. All right. Now, am I expecting the US dollar to pick it up from here? There is some room for that thinking right around here. I'm thinking that because the market didn't take out that low in the US dollar, that we may find support right around the low of this order block. That is the sell before the buy. I'm looking at this as a move higher, you know, the potential for it anyway. All right. Now, coming back to the NASDAQ, that would mean, come on, man. All right. That would mean that price could come back to this area right here. All right. To this level, which is around 25, 131. You know, we get the pullback here, and then we can move up higher from there. No. If it's going opposite the U.S. dollar, it'll pull back. But how far will we pull back? Wasn't this low enough here? It's a very interesting situation. If I'm going by candlestick logic, because we closed up above a high of the range of this previous weekly candle here, because we closed up high, that would indicate that the next candle, this week's candle will trade towards the high of this past week's candle. Okay, that's not going to be much because it didn't leave much of a wick. All right, the wick was down here. Can we see the market give us that Santa rally, you know what I mean, and push up higher towards the all-time highs? Yeah, I'm going to have to say this is a bullish indication. I have to say that, all right, until we see what happens between Monday and Tuesday. All right, if we go down to the daily, what we can see here is this is a possible CISD, a change in the state of delivery. The market got above it, came down and got above it right here. All right. And then it followed through right here. And then it followed through again, taking this buy side liquidity. All right. Not only did we take the last bearish impulsive move, the manipulation leg, if you will, down, but it left it closed in such a bullish way it would indicate that we're probably heading towards these relative equal highs up here, and quite possibly to make a new all-time high. Doesn't mean it has to happen this week. Just means that I think that's the direction that we're going in based on these candlesticks. Based on this structure. All right. Now, because we made a bullish break of structure here, You would think this would be part of the pullback, but what we did was we took out this low. What we did was we took out this low. This should be considered a pullback for this impulsive move. Now, that would mean we could be looking at a possible lower high for a lower low. All right. So it's not, this isn't a very easy read, honestly. And, but I'm thinking the draws of liquidity are too strong. The draws on liquidity, this is the smoothest edge, the nearest smoothest edge. We took out these highs. I'm thinking that this one is the next one. That's it. And I think there's a good chance we're going to reach that this week. Okay. What do we have here? A fair value gap right below the breakout. All right. We broke out above these down close candles. This would indicate bullish order flow, and this looks like a breakaway gap. I don't expect the market to come back here and then push higher. I expect it to continue higher from here. This looks like a breakaway gap because it closed much higher than the previous second candle of the 3 candle configuration. So because it closed so much higher than this last one, I don't think it's coming back. And if it does come back, I'd wait for it to be disrespected before I start looking for shorts. I really would. Yes, I would. 100% I would. All right. But right now, this looks bullish. And it looks like we're heading here. I hope you get this. All right. If you have a difference of opinion, I would love to hear about it in the comments section. All right. I think we're going up, folks. And the reason why I'm struggling with it is because of the U.S. dollar. We gotta wait. A lot depends on how that moves, but I think this one is going up. All right, and that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Hey, not so fast. I want to let you know I put out an Aussie dollar, US dollar just before this one. Aussie dollar, US dollar. I put a pound US dollar before that, and a Euro USD and a US dollar 14-minute analysis there. Go check those out before you do anything next week. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. May profits be upon you.